matter where we are, it doesn't matter. It's Salat time, prayer. We're in the dance. Okay, we go outside. He said, come. So I would wait for him, make sure he finished. I'm sitting there, I'm like, he's praying like Jesus.
Cerita ini tentang perjalanan seseorang yang awalnya tumbuh dalam keyakinan Katolik karena pengaruh neneknya yang sangat taat. Ia rajin berdoa dan beribadah, bahkan membawa teman-teman sekolahnya untuk ikut berdoa di gereja. Namun, suatu hari ia meragukan kepercayaannya sendiri terhadap Yesus sebagai putra Allah. Pertemuan dengan seorang teman yang selalu mendoakan dimanapun mereka berada membuatnya terdorong untuk mempertanyakan lebih dalam mengenai kebenaran imannya. Dikutip dari kanal YouTube Neo Oswald, Gabriel al-Romaani merasa ada kontradiksi antara kegiatan beribadah dan gaya hidup yang lainnya. Temannya menjelaskan bahwa ia berdoa dimanapun karena ia menyadari bahwa apa yang ia lakukan adalah salah, dan berdoa adalah jalan yang benar untuk mencapai Tuhan. Hal ini membuatnya merasa iri dan terinspirasi oleh komitmen temannya tersebut.
That from a very young age I was influenced in believing in God, mostly due to my grandma, and she was a very practicing Catholic, and I spent a lot of time with her, and I used to go on the way to school, stop at church, pray, take any of the kids that were walking with me to school, like I'd force them, you have to come pray. It was like a whole movement in my neighborhood, and then going back home, I used to again go to church. Every time I crossed the street, I used to cross myself. Every time I crossed by a church, it was quite practicing. I was reading the Bible. It was not just doing it, like I was attending classes, and my family were quite surprised that at such a young age I have such a dedication. My grandma, of course, she was very happy. She was like, you're going to be a priest. You're going to be a priest. She always pushed me in the front at the altar next to the priest.
Selain itu, ia juga menyadari bahwa dalam Alkitab, para nabi seperti Yesus berdoa dengan cara yang sama seperti yang dilakukan teman muslimnya, yaitu dengan bersujud di hadapan Allah. Hal itu membuatnya semakin ragu terhadap keyakinannya dalam agama Kristen. Suatu pagi, saat sedang menunggu di luar tempat ayahnya, ia melihat temannya berdoa seolah-olah seperti Yesus. Temannya menjelaskan bahwa Yesus sebenarnya adalah seorang Muslim, dan agama Kristen pada saat itu belum ada. Kesimpulan ini membuatnya terguncang dan akhirnya ia meninggalkan agama Kristen.
He's like, do you really believe that Jesus is the Son of God? Like, do you really believe He's the Son? Even though I've been asked the question many times. But that one time, I felt a doubt. So for the first time, I have to be honest with myself and with someone else. In my mind, I paused and I think, wait a second. Like, what's going on here? Something's not right. I need to learn more. And it's a funny incident because I was pushing, he was pushing. I mean, I was trying to take him away from his practice and he was trying to get me closer to God. But I remember one thing, that he never gave up salah, namaz. He would always pray. No matter where we are, it doesn't matter. It's salat time, prayer. We're like walking in downtown. We're going to dance. We're in the dance. Okay, we go outside. He said, come. Time. So I would wait for him, make sure he finished so no one comes and no one bothers him. So first thing I'm seeing is, wait a second, why is he doing it? And second of all, I was observing how he's doing it. Naturally, I had to ask him, I said, bro, we're dancing, we're chilling, we're doing this, going there, but you're praying. I felt there's a contradiction. He said, no. He said, because I know what I'm doing is wrong, and this is the correct door to God, and I cannot close this door. And that made me think. Actually, I felt jealous, to be honest, in my own practice, because I said, I'm not as committed as he is, yet I feel I'm on the truth. And look at this man, how committed. It's not just that, look at how he prays. And another thing that really got me intellectually was that I was reading the Bible, and the description of the prayer of the prophets in the Bible is the way he prays, by falling on his face, basically, right? That's what they describe as it. It's funny because even the Romanians would make fun of the way the Turks pray. They say they fall on their face. But that's exactly how the Bible describes the prophets. Prophet Jesus himself in the Garden of Gethsemane, he fell on his face to pray to God. So I knew these things. So somehow, even though I've seen him, I've studied it all my life, it never connected. But this day it connected. It was the morning, Fajr time. We're in Toronto, Canada. We went to buy a car, and we were waiting outside of my dad's place. And it was Fajr time, and he was praying. I had to pour water for him. He's making wudu, and he's praying. I'm sitting there, I'm like, he's praying like Jesus. And I said, bro, like, do you know you guys pray like what? He says, of course I know, because Jesus was a Muslim. And I was like, no, come on, what do you mean? He's a Christian. He said, no. In the worst case, that he's a Jew, right? Because ethnically, that's what they were. But there was no Christianity back then. I was like, he's right. I have to be honest. He's right. And why don't we pray like that? You don't see the priests go and making sujood. I mean, there's certain sects of Christianity that still do it. So that was, again, a huge hit. Huge doubt came on me to the point that I actually left Christianity.
Pada suatu hari, di saat ia sedang berada di titik terendah hidupnya, ia merasa yakin bahwa Islam adalah kebenaran. Ia meminta bantuan seorang temannya untuk membantunya mengucapkan syahadat. Dan ketika ia mengucapkannya, ia merasa beban berat yang terangkat darinya. Cerita ini menggambarkan perjalanan spiritual seseorang yang awalnya tumbuh dalam agama Katolik, tetapi kemudian meragukan keyakinannya dan menemukan kebenaran dalam Islam. Hal ini terjadi melalui pertemuan dengan seorang teman yang memiliki komitmen tinggi terhadap doa dan pengamalan agama Islamnya.
I had a dream about Jesus one time. It was very interesting because I was driving him and he was in the back seat and he was laying down, he was tired. And he was wearing a jalabiya, a thobe. And he was wearing running shoes like Adidas. I know, it's a weird dream. He was telling me, I'm tired, Gabriel, I'm tired. And I stopped the car and all these people were coming to him. Oh, Jesus, God. He looks at me like they're coming around the car. Like when there's like a famous person and he told me, he's like, look at them. They think I'm God and I'm tired. He said, I'm laying down here tired and they think I'm God. It was very vivid. I woke up one day and I was at the lowest. And in my mind, I said, what are you waiting for? You know this is the truth. I went to university and I saw my friend Kamal and I said, I need you to come to my house tonight. I said, I need your help with something. So he said, are you okay? I said, you just have to come. So he said, okay, no problem. It was night and I just looked at him. I said, he said, what's wrong, bro? Are you okay? I said, I want to be a Muslim. And he said, he said, I knew it. I said, what do you mean? He's like, remember that long tarawih that we prayed together? He said, in sujood, I was praying all life. This guy is looking for you. Guide him to Islam. Let him embrace Islam. And he just said, repeat after me. I already knew what I have to say. When I said my shahad, I felt that heaviness being lifted from me.